Let's talk about Letitia Wright now. If you guys aren't familiar, what happened with Letitia Wright is, I think due to like religion and things like that, she when it came to the vaccination for COVID, I said the C word, COVID, she didn't want to take it for reasons and everything. So of course that got out to the public, and THR, all the trades were talking about it and basically saying all this stuff. And then they continued to talk about it, saying that she continues to be anti-vax, even though she didn't really, any of her quotes don't really say she's anti-vax. But what came about the whole thing is like, if you didn't want to take the vax, you were anti-vax, which is ridiculous because we just changed the meaning of terms and all this stuff. I don't know why that's the case. It's like, no, I just don't think it's for me. It could be for you. And, if you want to take it, it's fine. You could easily say that, but it's like, no, you're anti-vax and blah, blah, blah. But then, of course, there was misinformation that came out that said like, oh, yeah, once you get it, you won't transmit it to anybody and everything will be good. It's going to die with you. You're good. But then that ended up being misinformation because people didn't know exactly what was going on. It's just kind of sad when certain media didn't pull back on it. They just kept pressing forward. But so when it comes to Letitia Wright, she actually called out some of this stuff, and man, she called them out pretty good. The Hollywood Reporter, specifically one journalist right here. So this is pretty interesting, and I thought, all right. So here's the quote right here. It said, "I had to unblock the Hollywood Reporter just to post this. Scott Finberg and all at this publication, you're all incredibly disrespectful. How dare you? You mentioned my name alongside men who have been accused of abuse and sexual misconduct. This is vile behavior. At the point, a personal vendetta towards me. I've done nothing wrong but respectfully refuse to do interviews with this publication. Stop your nonsense. I apologized 2 years ago. Remain silent on the topic. You lied and said I continued talking about it with my cast and crew on my set." Remember when those articles came out? People were saying like, oh yeah, she still like talks about how the fact that she's like refusing the vax and all this stuff. This was not true. Ask my producer and director. The film was successful. Your agenda towards me is now even more clear. I won't remain silent. Stop your disgusting behavior. Wright followed this up with another post telling Hollywood Reporter Scott Findle to get a life. The personal vendetta with your friends at the Hollywood Reporter is disgusting. I've remained silent as the world told me to kill myself 2 years ago. That's what's so crazy about it. It's like, take the vax or kill yourself. What? Okay. Disgusting. I've remained silent in the world. Yeah. Said all that. I posted and apologized for. I kept my head down and focused on my craft. And now I'm at the other side of it. Here you are as so-called journalists we aren't meant to trust, putting my name into the nasty article for what? You lack substance. You clearly have nothing to report. The movie is beautiful, impactful, and breaking box office. I worked my ass off with my cast and crew to dedicate it to my brother. How dare you? Did my performance rattle you that much? It was that excellent, huh? I'm still here, making an impact, still creating projects that touch people's hearts, and it's not going to stop. Get a life. Like, for real. Damn. She came out and she was just like, she got it. Yeah. So that's good. I'm glad. I like that. I like that she did that. So there you go. Get alive, just doing that. Kudos. Letitia never apologized and can't, yeah. But it was just pretty crazy. It was like, I remember like there were people that were talking about boycotting the movie. There were people that were saying that she should be recast. Oh man, there was a slew of like tweets. And now mum's the word when it comes to a lot of those people. Some of those were journalists too, journalists as well, that were just kind of saying like, oh yeah, she should be recast. Yeah, they're going to recast her and do all that stuff. I remember they kept on saying that for like at the beginning of the year, last year, they're saying that they were going to cast her and recast her. And, for the most part, her performance was pretty great in the movie. It was, maybe sometimes it was a little bit over the top, but that was like for a lot of the characters. Sometimes it was like, all right, dial it back a little bit. You're at 11. Let's get it back to at least 9. But they weren't going to recast her, and they're not going to recast her. Now she's officially the Black Panther, and it's just kind of funny because you don't see those people tweeting all those nasty things to her anymore, all just because she was like, shot not for me. That's all. That's it.